Hi YouTube, this is Rose. I'm going to talk to you today about advertising. So, not only am I going to talk to you about advertising, I'm going to talk to you about joining all those groups that help brand you and all that other fun stuff for your business, for your YouTube show. I'm telling you, I paid out a lot of money. I paid out $1,200 at one of the highest end golf courses in Florida to advertise on their flyers from my life coaching business. Would I do it again? Yes. Advertising is extremely important. I advertise any way I can, from putting my business cards, which cost me next to nothing. Vistaprint is cheap. You can go in there, print however many you want. They send them right to you. I do business cards. I've done flyers that, through advertisements, you pay out a lot of money for them, especially if you want them at really good spots. There's cheaper ways to advertise, though. Definitely do what you can afford. Don't overexpend yourself. I advertise wherever and whenever I can. But I don't do everything how everybody else does. I can't tell you why. So, I did join a branding group, and I joined it not last year, but the year before. And I believe I paid out $2,000 the first time and $1,600 the second time. I can't quite remember. I learned a lot. But I don't do things their way. You know, when you brand yourself, it's almost like you're making your own little commercial and putting it up there on Facebook and LinkedIn and so on. I learned a tremendous lot. I took a lot of notes, and I highly respect these guys. They really, really, really did an amazing job. That was through R.C. Simon. You can look him up. He has several YouTube channels. He just, wow. He taught me so much. So that was money well spent. I don't brand like he does because I feel like it's just like a huge advertisement. And I'm more personal of a person, you know, so my branding didn't go over as well as what I wanted to, but that's okay. I learned a lot. I learned about copywriting and branding and all other kinds of stuff. He teaches about all kinds of businesses. So I learned a tremendous lot. And you get to keep your materials, which is nice. A lot of times when you join these groups, you get materials and then they disappear when you stop sending the money. No, you get to keep your stuff. So I really like that about him. I've gotten so much stuff. So much information. I'm one of those people, though, I'd rather pay somebody else do it for me instead of somebody teaching me how to do it. I got too much stuff going on in my life to be sitting at a desk for 10 hours a day trying to do this stuff myself. I'd rather pay somebody else to do it that can do it fast and know what they're doing. But I did pay that money out. I'm going to tell you what else I paid for. I paid for the T. Harv Eckert Institute, and I think that was close to $2,400. Oh my goodness. I took a huge amount of notes. Enjoyed it. I love taking these things. I learned so much from them. I was really impressed with the way he teaches. and they make it so easy for you. And they make sure you get it. They actually test you to make sure you got it. You got the information and it's locked in. I mean, I was really, really impressed with that. So I paid out a lot of money for that. And I learned a tremendous lot. Now, I have a lifetime thing with them. So I will always get their material for the rest of my life, as long as they're doing their thing. I paid my one-time fee, and I paid out the wazoo, but I will always get the lifetime stuff, which I love to learn, so that's a big thing for me. Am I gonna keep paying out for these groups? Probably not. I did the Wesley Virgin thing. I paid out for his, and they not only teach you how to do it, but they have where they will actually do the work for you. And that's nice too. They teach you all the tips and tricks of the big guys. So you learn. I learned a lot with them. They were very expensive. I would probably never do it again, but I got my materials. I got to keep them. Again, I absolutely love the stuff I learned. There was something more, I don't know. There was something about it that I didn't like. Not quite sure what it was, but I enjoyed it. They run a pretty good company. They're teaching things that nobody else is teaching. And they're teaching you how easy it is. It's really impressive. So I paid out a lot of money. So over the years, I've paid out a lot of money to a lot of different places to learn a lot of different things. Do I use their techniques? I use some of them. So I paid out a lot of money for stuff that I don't really use. Some stuff I do. Some stuff I will definitely, because I love to learn, and that's my downfall there. I will pay to learn something. But then, am I still using it? No. So I paid out $2,000 here, $2,000 there, $2,000 here for stuff I'm not using. Not at all. It's funny. I've used very little of it. The advertising, I will use for the rest of my life. I will advertise any way I can. Let me tell you. Huge. I've taken sales courses over the years. And I'll tell you what, I really don't have nothing bad to say about any of them. But I paid out money for stuff that I'm not using. I loved learning about it. And branding myself, I thought, oh, you got to brand yourself. You're a YouTuber now. You got to do this. You got to do that. No, you don't. Don't get into that hooked up hogwash. You don't have to be the next Gary Vee. Let me tell you. Yes, that's nice. That's very nice. You got a professional site, a professional Facebook page where everybody goes to see your video, which is already on YouTube and can be put on Facebook for free. Why pay for a site? Why pay for a high-end group? I don't have time to run a million different groups. I do have a Facebook group where I just throw up my videos. Other YouTubers are allowed to throw up their videos as long as they keep it family friendly. I throw my stuff up on LinkedIn. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you keep it business friendly, that's a great place to put your video. You don't need to pay for high-end stuff. If you want to look that professional lawyer look, but the professional football, I keep saying football for whatever reason, football's on my head. If you got this part of the video, put football in the comments. if you want that professional Facebook page, go right ahead. It will make you happy. If it will make you happy, go right ahead. It takes a lot of work. I'm already doing 2 YouTube channels and a Facebook group that I have not done much with, and I feel bad because I love my Facebook group. I started it thinking that everybody would really contribute, and I have very few contributors to it. So I'm the one who's putting up all the videos just about. I do have a few people that put up a few things, and that's it. You know, so I was spending a lot of time where nobody was really contributing. And I felt like I had to beg somebody to put something up. Now, I do have a few YouTubers that put up their stuff, and thank you, thank you, thank you. I truly appreciate you. I love you. I don't have time to work with it every day. So paying out money to do all that stuff, it's not, it's not worth it to me. Oh, but you want to be seen, you want to do this, you want to do that, you want to, that's fine. Keep doing it your way. You don't need to pay out a bunch of money to learn how to put your face on Facebook, you know. And yes, they have some very important information, and they teach you things that you probably would have never known, you know. Like, I'll tell you a little hint. Don't like the Facebook stuff. Always put a heart. For some reason, that heart hits the algorithm. I don't know how. I don't know why. But the little like thumbs up on Facebook doesn't. I don't know what is. It's something weird. But the heart is something you want to do. Apparently all the big people know this. Why they don't pass that information on, I don't know. Some people do. Some people do. So if you're going to pay out money to learn how to be rebranded, and think about it, you're going to pay out $2,000 for somebody to teach you how to put your picture on Facebook. That's a lot of money. You're going to learn a lot of stuff. I learned things I did not know. I truly did. And I learned a lot about copywriting. I'm not good with that kind of stuff. So I was very happy for that information. But when you put out money, that's a lot of money out of your pocket to learn how to do something, and you don't have time to really keep up with it. It's probably not the best thing to put out that cash flow. Now, back when I did all this stuff, I was working 40 hours a week, plus some. I was living with my mother at the time, so we had our stuff going on, and I had my work stuff, and I was doing my YouTube channel. At the time, I just started my second channel. That was before I revamped it this time. I had a lot going on, and I paid out all that money. And I really couldn't do much with it. Like I said, I took a lot of notes. I learned a lot of information. You do learn a lot. But a lot of this stuff you can learn on your own. You got YouTube out there. You got the library out there. Really, really knuckle down and start learning it yourself. You do not need to pay out $2,000 for this and $4,000 for that. Now, the networking group that I joined, I love my networking group. I have not been able to do anything with it for months now. I feel so bad because I absolutely adore them. Now, they do advertise for me. I paid them, I think it was like $2,600 or something. It might have been more. But I get 2 television spots with that. 2 half-an-hour shows. or no, it's 2 15-minute shows up to a half an hour or something like that. And you're advertising to other business owners. So it's all business owners in this group. They started their own networking group, and they're all over the nation. I believe they might be in like Costa Rica and Puerto Rico and a few other places like that too, but I'm not quite sure. Part of the U.S., but not quite states. Uh, Territories of the U.S., should I say. But anyways, I did do that. So I still got television time coming to me. I haven't really got them with them to say, hey, let's get this on the roll here because I've been so busy, but I just might catch up with that this year just to get my life coaching out there a little bit more. I'm really excited to do new things. But if you're going to pay out money to learn something, find somebody that can teach you. Hire some college kid at $15 an hour to come over to your house and teach you how to do something for an hour or two, and then practice at it. Let me tell you, you'll learn the same stuff you're learning in that group that you paid $2,000 for. These are some smart college kids nowadays. They really are. Those groups make a lot of money. And they're very good. They really are. I really enjoyed everything. There is a few crackpots out there, and usually I do my homework before I sign up for anybody. So I have signed up Wesley the Millionaire Virgin. Now I think he calls himself Wesley the Billionaire Virgin. I've learned a lot from him. I've learned from R.C. Simon. I learned a tremendous a lot from him. Oh my goodness. He's just all full of information. He gives it all to you. Uh, Eckert, Herb T. Eckert, he's the guy that started the realty company as like 26. He sold like, I don't know, 1,000,000 homes, 1,000,000,000 homes, something like that in a year. Like, I learned a lot from him. Oh my goodness. So most of them give you excellent information. But when you pay out a lot of money that you don't have for a lot of information that you could have looked up yourself, you could have studied. Now it probably took them years to learn this stuff. And now because they're so knowledgeable about it, they can charge. That's great. Start your own group. You can charge a lot of money too. But at some point, it's got to be about wanting to help somebody out of love too, not just out of money. I'm telling you, I learned a lot from these guys. But would I do it again? No. I'm not paying out all that money anymore. I would hire some college kid to come show me how to do it, or come do it for me. That would be so much better. So much better. I know teach a man how to fish, he can fish for life. That's understandable. But just some things I don't have time for. I'd rather just pay somebody to do it for me. So my little talk today, I guess it was a little all over the place, but that's okay. I really wanted to, and I don't know how many minutes I got in here. I can't even see the thing on my phone. I really wanted to tell you, when you're branding yourself, learn how to do it by yourself first. And, watch some YouTube videos on how to do it. You don't need to pay out $2,000, $3,000 for somebody to teach you how to teach yourself. Really? Come on now. There's copywriting and all that other stuff. You can learn how to do it on your own. You don't need to pay a fortune for somebody who's going to teach you how to do it. If I pay out that kind of money again, it will be to someone that's doing it for me. Do it for me, get it done with. That way I don't have to worry about it. If I'm paying out that kind of money, you better be doing a lot of that copywriting and all that other stuff on there too. Definitely. I did pay out money for stuff that I learned a tremendous lot. Knowledge is powerful. I love having the knowledge. But it's not stuff I'm working with. I'm not even using. So, how powerful is it then? Really think about these things. So, I know you hear a lot of these YouTubers on here, well, you have to brand yourself. You have to do this and you have to do that. You do it your way. Some people loves us little people. I think, I go on and I watch a few of them here and there, They have some good information and they're teaching new stuff, but I only go on there when I want to learn about something. Now, I do go on and I watch Kelly Stamps. She gives out some good information here and there. But I don't go on and watch a whole lot. I do go on and watch Gary Vee, and he tells you. How did he get big? He started talking about flipping some furniture on the side of the street. Guess what I used to do? That's how he got big. Seriously. He said it, people loved it, and started jumping over on his site because he was teaching them how to make money without having any money. How is that? That's awesome. That's how we got big. Do I go on and watch them very often here and there? Very little. Very little. I do go on a few of the big guys to learn about certain aspects of something I want to do. Do I watch them all the time? No. I watch all the little guys. That's, they're so down to earth. Me and you just sitting here talking, having a good time. It's me and you. It's not sitting up in front of the professional studio and getting all this crazy stuff and all these big wigs coming into your video, and it becomes a little slow. I like the personal experience. So, I don't always want to stay small. I want to get bigger. I do not need to be the next Gary Vee or the next Beast or anybody like that. I don't need it. That kind of fame. There's probably a lot of work behind it. And some of these people like big think, they have 7 to 10 different channels. Who has that kind of time to run 7 to 10 different channels? That's, 40-hour work weeks, not just for you. It could probably more like 80-hour work weeks. But then you have to hire people to do stuff for you because you don't have time to do anything else. I don't want it to turn into another rat race. I like it as a little side income. That would be nice. You gotta have multiple streams of income. So, I'm just ranting today. I'm gonna let you go. This is Rose pertaining to Rose. I love you all. I thank you. I thank you so much for liking and commenting and subscribing and sharing. You guys are tremendous. I appreciate every one of you. I made this a little long today, but I kind of wanted to get out my point of you don't have to pay somebody to put your picture on to teach you how to put your picture on Facebook. Really, really consider these things. If you're going to learn about copywriting, guess what? They're going to teach you how to take your picture and put it on Facebook. That's not all copywriting. You will learn a lot. But that's a lot of money. I love you, YouTube. I hope you got something out of this. Like I said, it's me today ranting and raving. So you have a tremendous, beautiful, wonderful day. I love you all. Bye.